Greetings, ladies and reptiles. This is I keep forgetting. This is Mr. Quest of the AlloClaw Productions. I keep forgetting that I officially changed my gamer tag to Mr. Quest and not Jabron anymore. So I'm doing a little bit of an update. Well, actually, it's a lot of an update because I've done some changes with Gendrome's enclosure. Although I plan to replace this little tank he's in, because he's going to be about, like, say, 3 to 4 feet long. Well, considering the fact that he has a stub tail, it's probably just going to be 3.5 foot. And he's not going to be able to fit in this tank at all whatsoever, not let alone lay on that branch when he gets older. So I plan on building him well, actually, getting him. I don't know if I can build one. I have no building skills whatsoever. I plan on getting him a much larger enclosure. Like, something about as big. Like, something really big. Because he's a semi-arboreal lizard. He likes to climb. He really does like to climb. Look at that beautiful bright green color. Means he's nice and healthy. Let's take a look at that stubbed tail. There it is. There's the tail. It's stubbed. Normally it would be longer than this, but since it was cut off at one point before I got him, he had a cut tail and he was regrowing this one. So yeah, here's Gendrome right here. He's doing quite well. He actually is enjoying the UVB sun bulb thing. The fixture was very cheap. I couldn't afford to get a double fixture. I will get a double fixture in the later future, and possibly a night bulb, so that way he can have at least 75 degrees of the night bulb hitting him at night. And like about, say, 80 something degrees of this hitting him. I don't know how hot it is right now, but I can tell that he's getting a lot of vitamin D3 as well as some UVB sunlight. Well, not really sunlight, but this is basically power sun bulb. So I replaced his sphagnum moss substrate. I had to clean out this whole tank today because I noticed that there were a bunch of maggots growing in the moss, and it's mainly because of the crickets that I was putting in his enclosure. And he just wouldn't eat those crickets, and after a while the crickets were just thinking of this tank as their home, all just because of the moss that they were digging in. And also getting inside the tree, this tree here, I had to get them all out. By pushing a lot of hot water in that hole. And here's the water dish. Here's the substrate. It's a Reptibark right there. Like I said in an earlier update video. There's his food dish. I'm not feeding him mealworms anymore. I realized what I was doing was a mistake, because feeding him mealworms is actually really bad. Especially at his age. He's only about, like, say, 9.5 inches. The last time I measured him, he was about 9 inches. He's been growing a bit, and he's about like a 9.5 inches, supposedly. But anyways, mealworms are bad. They're just bad for your reptiles, and I even looked at a video on it. Actually, a couple of videos. Superworms are bigger than mealworms, even though they look like mealworms. They're much bigger and they're much healthier. For some apparent reason, they just are. But other than that, mealworms are bad. I highly recommend anything else but mealworms. And to make things worse, when I first got him, I was feeding him giant mealworms, which just totally wasn't good. I found a lot of pieces of regurgitated mealworms just because he wasn't able to digest them very well. I can't tell whether he's fat or whether he's getting fat, or whether that's a normal size for him, like the little girth of his stomach. It wasn't like that before, but maybe it's because he was really skinny, and this is how big he needs to be currently. And right now he's just doing fine. He's enjoying the sun. When I put him in here, I had this hammock actually put up like a ladder of some description, and when I put him down, he was roaming around. He was eating some waxworms. I decided to give him waxworms. Right now we just have waxworms for him because well, I mean, I will do a feeding video on him eating waxworms or any other insect, but anyways, he was hiding down there. He likes to hide there. I mean, he was hiding there earlier today, which kind of worried me because he was kind of backing off slowly as I was coming closer. But he's not really doing that. Look, I mean, I will reach my hand in there, if I even can reach it in there with the thing just pushing against the wall. I'll just lift the cage as I go along. Like, if I just reach in, he doesn't mind it at all. Just petting him like this calms him down, and even petting down his back calms him down too. I just can't do it too hard, cause that would go wrong, and it's very hard. I mean, with my hand being this big and him being so little, it's very hard to pet him so softly. But I can do it, and things are going great with him. Oh, look at him already. He's already closing his eyes. Oh, wait, nope. He's taking a look around. But yeah, that's just me petting him. I could take him out to handle him right now, but I want to let him enjoy his light and him just relaxing in there. Like for the last 2 weeks I've had him, he was, I handled him and let him run around the room on a daily basis. And there are certain ways to tame a water dragon, such as this one. There are many different species of water dragons, but the way that their behavior is completely different from the regular Chinese water dragon. I've heard that there's striped water dragons, otherwise known as the Indonesian water dragon. There's the Australian water dragon, and I think that's about it, apart from the Chinese water dragon right here that I'm currently owning. Let me get a little zoom up close shot of him, of his little head. There we go, look at that beautiful color. But anyways, there's many different techniques. Well, actually no, there's like one type of technique, or at least a couple. You just let him run around the room that I have here. I usually put him down in there because that's like the entire center of this whole room. And if he is in some place where I don't want him, like if he's underneath the desk table over there, I just simply pick him up, put him back in the middle. So that way they know that it's like, okay, I'm not gonna get put back in my cage just because I did something wrong or something like that. But it's a way to tame these little guys, and it's very good. And I will explain what I'm gonna do in my videos in just a bit, but right now I'm just gonna explain just a little bit about what Gendrome was doing. He was eating waxworms, he was defecating in the pool, which I had to clean up again. Ooh, it's getting a little blurry. I used the repta hammock as a ladder, so he can climb on it, but I haven't seen him climb on it yet. And the food is there. The repta bark here, I'm a little bit worried about him, and if I ever feed him crickets, because crickets could be running around trying to burrow in the bark, but I doubt they could. Even though, because he might eat the bark if he eats the cricket. So, basically, if he tried to eat a cricket while it's trying to burrow in the bark, he could possibly eat the bark, and that would go totally wrong. Even though he would not want to eat the bark, but But you know. So, what I'm going to be doing in my future videos, I'm actually already starting on part 3 of Things Taken Literally. I will do another series and start my channel arts and edit stuff and put him in my logos, as I said earlier in one of my other videos, with him featured in it. I'm gonna try and feature Gendrome in a lot of my videos. Well, not a lot of my videos, but most of my videos. He will even have his own little series of him just being like lizardy and like dragon-like and stuff. It's gonna be awesome. I just need to find the right time, but right now it's not a good time because I have Things Taken Literally Part 3 to do, and I also have to vary his diet. I mean, taking care of a lizard apart from having him as an actor in your videos are two completely different things. However, I could record taking care of him as well, but yeah. So, this has been Mr. Quest. Hold on, let me get a good zoom on my water dragon. I will do another, excuse me. I will do another video of me handling him, so that way I can show you how to handle a water dragon. I know there are other videos that show you how to handle them, but I have my own ways of handling them. So, and I will show you the do's and don'ts of handling a water dragon. So, that'll be it for this video. If you did enjoy, just please hit that like button, or otherwise, subscribe, or do both, or whatever. I don't know what else to say, really, apart from, just be patient until I get Things Taken Literally Part 3 ready and uploaded, and if you haven't seen Things Taken Literally Part 2, please do, because it is my latest video, apart from this one that you're watching right now. But, yeah. Alright. Bye.